may have mentioned this before. It's a fabulous find. This is a Huntsman overcoat, which for some inexplicable reason somebody's taken the lining out of it and as a project, but they didn't get to finish it. I get to finish it sometime now. I was incredibly lucky. From a theatrical company that I used to supply, they had a lot of surplus suit covers. This is one of them. Just ordinary suit covers, which are like big pillowcases. So they just put over jackets and suits. But they've been made out of lining material. And they've been made a long time ago. So what we have here, I've got about 50 of these. I've got a fantastic source of vintage lining material, absolutely appropriate to lining the top of this overcoat. In fact, checking with a little bit of the original lining left here, you can see it's almost exactly the same thing. The important thing is it's 100% cotton, because I have a rule with linings about not using synthetics. Now, you don't have to be an expert tailor to reline something. There's a bit of give and take in lining. Now, it's quite simple to start. I'm going to do the top. Now, the top bit has to be sort of slippy and slidey so you can get it on comfortably. But the bottom, if you want to be a little bit warmer, you might use a Melton, and I'm going to use, for a bit of fun, some of this. I think this is King's Own Hounds or Gordon, I'm not sure. It's one of the Highland Regiment things, and I've got lots and lots of surplus. I used to make tartan trews out of this stuff, and now the Highland Regiments have been disbanded into just one Highland Regiment. There's a lot of this stuff floating around, and it's pretty cheap. Now, it's really quite simple. The lining's in 3 or 4 different parts, and you simply start. I'm going to start down in this corner here. First of all, you'll put a hem like that to start off with. So you're going to start like this, and you'll have a little half-inch hem on the other side. So you're going to press that so that it looks like that. Now, you could pin it into place. I always like to just tack it into place with some white cotton. So I'll do this really quickly here. I'm not going to cut this cloth until I've got this tacked up to the waist where it wants to be. Do this really quickly. Great big stridey, because when we stitch it on, it'll be in a black cotton, and this is just to hold it in place. And before you actually put any fine stitching in it, you just press it and sort of shrink it and make sure. So, see, now that's basically, oh, oops, missed. This is quite tough old fabric. It's probably made by Crombie. So that's going to hold that in place. We'll press it before we actually stitch the thing in. Now, this is going up to about the waist here, and we put the bottom in first because the top bit is going to overlap when you put it on. So exactly the same thing with the top bit. So I will pretty much do all this side up to the shoulder and up to the sleeve, and do exactly the same thing with this. It's going to look pretty much like that. I love the fact that tartan's geometric, so you get your line straight very, very easily. So in the same way, this is just going to be tacked on like that, following the original line. So that's what it's going to look like when it's finished. It's going to be quite a nice overcoat, I think. Unfortunately, it's not my size. About size big for me. Even though there is a tradition of wearing overcoats a little bit on the big side, this is going to go to somebody else.